Hey, Steady Steve, please like and subscribe. Please click on the Deck Heroes icon. Click on subscribe, 100% free. Well, apart from Blood In, Blood Out. Anyway, this is a video about cavalry equipment, mid-level cavalry, upper mid-level cavalry equipment. These are my selections. And to be honest, there's a lot of great selections at the level below this. And of course, there's better selections at the end game level. There just is, and I'm not talking about accessories on this one. I'll do a separate accessories video, but yeah, let's start off at the top. Dippity top. Cavalry defense. It's at elite level. We get an extra 8%. So basically, what that says is, in terms of normal damage, our counter attacks, which will be based on, I believe, based on our defense stats and our number of troops and our health, we get an 8% help in that one, which keeps us on the battlefield longer. Okay, so we can use our active skills and whatever our attack stats happen to be. We're going from a defensive standpoint, a bit of a Gareth Southgate, if you please. I ain't gonna talk about that. I brought it away to talk about the videos and that. Anyway, Dark Lord's Blessing in the chest. An additional 10.5% defense. Cavalry defense. Yes. All day for the same reason. So we'll attack and then we'll have to counter attack. Our defense stats will be linked into that. And also if we're hit with any kind of active skills such as smite damage or skill damage, I believe that's going to be based on our resilience. Is going to be based on our defense stats, you would think, and our health stats, you would think, and maybe even a factor of the damage will also relate to the number of troops you've got on some level, possibly. There you go. Yes, on that same theme of boosting our resilience, yeah, my gosh, the Gladiator trousers, boosting our health by 10.5%. I've already talked about the variables, I believe, going into our tankiness in battle, which means, we can just last longer to use our active skills and get the most of our attack. That's the perspective I'm coming from, as I've said. There you go. I did have this one piece of legendary just left over, and I just put it to good use here. Originally, I was thinking about this for my Huan Yu, and I had a decision about whether I'm going to kind of go down this line of things or stick to... Let me have a quick look. I've got to show you now, and I brought it up. Or stick to the sturdy boots of the Eternal Empire. So instead of having the defense, I went for health. I'm hoping that they're very similar stats in how they contribute towards the formula. I would have thought so. So anyway, I stuck with this, and I'm lucky enough to be able to put the other legendary piece of equipment, which I had anyway, as I said, onto my Nevsky, onto my Cav army. I say it's very open in terms of who this legendary piece of equipment can apply to. It just says troop health. It doesn't say infantry. It doesn't say archer. It doesn't say Cav specifically. More than happy to have that extra health, 6%. Thank you very much. And the base iconic attribute on top, an extra 3 points of health. Woo! Love that. In terms of the weapon, very happy to have increased cavalry defense of 17%. 17%, and you know that Nevsky boosts defense as well in terms of the skills that he comes with. You know what I mean? So this is why you'll always see a Nevsky on the map, one of the many reasons. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that all day. And if we were going to step up from this to the legendary, when we get those legendary blueprints, we'll get good value for, what we salvage or what we scrap when we scrap this piece of equipment. But it's gonna be hard to beat 17% cavalry defense boost. Wow, lovely, absolutely lovely. I'm so happy with this upper mid-level kind of equipment choices here. Okay, so is its sufferance the gloves, cavalry gloves? We've got cavalry attack, which we'll take. which we'll take. I'm not as well. Obviously, I'm not focused on it. You've noticed most of my things are defense, but we'll take attack when it's there. But most importantly, there's also cavalry health boost of 4%. So basically, what that means is, in the normal damage, we'll attack, but then we'll be counter-attacked, and that will rely on our defensive and our health stats and possibly the number of troops that we've got in terms of how resilient we are, relative to the number of troops that are attacking us. So it's only going to help, and it's also going to help in terms of our resilience to active skills such as skill damage or smite damage. It's going to come down to your health, of course, the number of troops you've got, and your defense stats most likely. So yeah, we'll just take that. So we just got the bonus of the attack, but we would have took this just for the health anyway. And just have a quick look at the gloves, the alternative choices I could have made, because I think all the others are relatively easy. So we go to forge, we go to gloves, we go to the top of the list. Okay, well that's not cav, that's not cav, not cav. We could have had 2.5% cav health, but obviously we had more in the end, so we'll take more every day. 2.5% cav health again, 2% cav attack. Infantry, it's there's no cav there. No cav. Cav health at 8%. So obviously, that's even more. I would really like it, of course. As I say, what I'm talking about is the upper mid-level. I'm an infantry man, so you can't, as you all know, you can't expertise everything all the time as much as we would like to. We don't have the money, we don't have the resources, right? You'd have to be a whale in order to do that, and I'm not a whale. So yeah, I'd love to have this, but it's on the list of priorities, but it's not at the top. Okay, so that's not cav. Yeah, cav defense 7.5%, but the same problem that it's a legendary piece of equipment, and I'm going through the entire list of possible legendary equipment that can be chosen as a comparison to what I did choose. Cav attack 3%, no, that's not cav. Troop defense 6%. Yeah, well, I haven't got the blueprints, but you know, yeah, obviously, listen, you go for cav health at 8% more so than this generic troop defense at 6%. You'd think. And obviously the generic means you can move it around more easier, you know what I mean? So there is that to think about, but they've given you less for more kind of more wide use, so you get it at the trade-off basically. Okay, so cav attack 3% nil. That's not cav. That's not cav. And this is what we ultimately did choose for the attack and the health. But at advanced level, that's not cav. 2.5%, obviously, we're not going to choose that. Yeah, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with my overall choices. Let's go back to Nevsky. Very happy. So yeah, in terms of how it overall looks, that's how it is. Hope you found that useful. Please like, subscribe. That is Steve, and I'm out.